Good morning. Wait. Let's try this again. Good morning, cousin. Uh, all is well. You camping out? No, I am at the good morning, good morning. Hey, Rosetta. I'm at the Jersey Shore. I'm at the Jersey Shore visiting my best friend and her um and my godchildren. So, hey, Erica. Hey, girl. Hey, hey, hey. So yeah, not I've never camped out in my life, not one time. Not one time, Margie. Mm. So I was just trying to figure out the lighting, uh, see what we could do to get some better lighting. So that's what you see me doing here. So good morning. You say you either. I know, right? So yeah, this is a beach house that we have that we come to each year. It's funny. Good morning, Judith. Good morning. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. I've been on the beach in the sun. It's so funny looking at myself. It be this dark, uh, which I don't have a problem with dark. It's just different. Brian, good morning, Brian. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. For those of you who will be on live, thank you. Thank you for being on and up and ready to go. Erica, what you doing up so early? For those of you who will hashtag it and replay it, I'm grateful for you. And for those of you who will be on, and I don't know you on, I might not never know you on. I am grateful for how you are and support and do. Hey, Virginia, from Virginia. It's so good to see you all. And so let's just jump right in. Let's jump right in. So it's so weird. Life is amazing and spectacular and like you just don't ever know what life is gonna bring, right? And so we have to be prepared. I got to work. Oh, got it, honey, got it. So we don't ever know what life is gonna bring, right? And but we've gotta be willing and prepared to take it by storm, like to do everything that there is to do. And so I appreciate each one of you for how you show up in the world. I appreciate each one of you for what you do and for how you do it and all of those things. And um, so thank you for being on. Thank you for showing up. So the question for today is, what would it be like for you to live your limitless life? Like from right where you are. I don't care about what has happened in the past. I don't care about what resources you have available for you because you are the greatest resource that you could ever imagine, that you could ever consider. You are your greatest resource, right? I'm not talking about God. I'm not talking about Papa because we already know where I stand with Papa. I mean, we are because he is. And he created you with who you are, with what you have, and with what you can become. All of that is within your package. You are your greatest resource. We are our greatest resource. And so, with that being the case, since we are our greatest resource, I don't know what I did here. Okay. Since we are our greatest resource, I'm tired of leaning over. Since we are our greatest resource, um, what is it that is right from where you are? with all of your life experiences, with all of your history and everything like that. And I'm still playing with the light. Ooh, I wish I had bought my little stand. Forgot to ask for it. Forgot to get my stand. Amen. Hey, girl. That's right, Rosetta. So, with that being said, what would it take? What would it take, beloved, for you to live a limitless life? First of all, I want you to ask yourself the question. Let your brain go to work for you. I'm going to talk about something that was one of my favorite things to talk about. It's called the reticular activating system. It blows my mind every time I think about it. But first of all, just agree. Just trust me. Ask yourself the question right now. Ask it with me. Okay, Kathy, insert your name. Okay, Kathy, what would it be like? What would it take for you, Catherine Elaine James, to live a limitless life? To live your limitless life. Kathy, what would it take for you to live your limitless life? What would it take? Go on and ask yourself the question. And then I'm going to explain why what you're doing is so powerful. Don't waste it. Don't look at this moment as just a happenstance. No, this is a divine moment in time. If you listening to this, take this one moment and give yourself a precious gift and ask yourself this question. Okay, okay, Kathy. Okay, Catherine. Okay, Dr. Catherine E. James. Catherine Elaine James. Okay, what would it take for you to live your limitless life? Now, you want to take it up a notch? Go ask yourself that question in the mirror. Ask yourself in the mirror. Now, for me, I'm basically doing it in the mirror because I'm looking at myself on camera. So, Kathy, what would it take for you to live your limitless life? Don't miss this opportunity. Don't miss this moment. Ask yourself the question. I'm getting ready to tell you why it's so powerful in a minute. In just a moment, I'm going to tell you why it's so powerful. But I don't care if it feels silly, if it sounds silly, if somebody next to you saying don't do it, this stupid, it's ridiculous. Don't miss. Just trust me, okay? If you know me, then you know you can trust me. Trust me. And if you don't know me, just take it. You can't lose by asking yourself this question. What would it take? I know you trust me, baby sis. I trust you too. I love you. I love you. That's my baby sister, y'all. I mean, literally, that's my mama's fourth daughter. We share a birthday month. We the same age for 3 days. In 3 days, I'm March 9th, she March 6th. That's Rosetta. Yes. So, Erica said, we appreciate you. What I love about my great resources, when others act ugly, I don't have to act ugly with them being grateful, and being graceful is helping me. I'm so grateful, Erica, for your growth. I'm grateful for you learning. You are a fast learner. When you get it, when you hear it, when you understand it, you accept it and you act on it. And so I'm grateful for that. Okay. Now let me give y'all the secret. And it's not a secret, but I love to study the brain. I think if I was to do life over again, I would become a brain something, um, a neurologist or something. Not it was I would be whatever psychologist that studies the brain. That's what I would be. One who focuses like brain health, brain awareness, basically how the brain helps us to live our maximum life, how we can leverage the brain to live a limitless life. That's what I would probably live my life researching, how we could leverage our brain to live a limitless life. Now, let me tell you how the brain is designed to work for you. Have you ever decided that you wanted something? Say, for instance, if you decided that you loved this particular vehicle or you wanted a particular vehicle, all of a sudden the vehicle became important to you. Have you ever noticed if you decided that you wanted a new car, all of a sudden you would see it on the road everywhere? Have you ever noticed that? It's not that the car wasn't there before. It's that you hadn't told yourself that that car was important to you. And that's the same for anything. Say, for instance, if you got I don't know, if you got, if, I don't know, I'm going to leave that. Anyway, so we just say the new car thing, right? That's called the reticular activating system. Our brain still functions like from the old days, from to help us to survive. And so it still um, functions in a very, I can't think of a word. Um, anyway, so the reticular activating system, basically, when you ask yourself a question, your brain goes to answer it, to provide evidence for it. And so we don't ever want to ask ourselves a question in the negative, like, why am I so, in a derogatory term, why do they always that we don't want to do that, because in your brain is like, oh, she wants to know why things never work out for her, right? Let me show her the reasons. But if you ask yourself, like, there are these things called lofty questions, look them up, and it is something like, why is this day going to be so amazing? Why is my life so phenomenal? Why do things always work out for me? Why am I so happy? Right? Asking your brain is like, oh, she wants to know why she's happy. Let me provide her with the evidence. Oh, she wants to know why her life, what it would take for her to live a limitless life. Let me discover for her. Let me show her what, because we have what we say. We have what we ask. Right? Ask and it is given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened unto you. That's Matthew 7. Ask, seek, and find. Like, God knows what he was doing when he was doing it, with what he keeps doing. He's telling us to ask, knock, seek, right? And there's a reason for that. So our reticular, RETICULAR, activating system, RAS is how it's talked about kind of in the field. It works for you. So don't ask yourself a question to something you don't want in life. Why are these neighbors always so? No, ask it in a way that you want. I'm not saying live a airy fairy life where things are not real. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying, good morning, Dorian, good morning, that these things exist. Like, this is science. I'm not making it up. It's our brain function. It's the way our brain functions. And so you can make it work for you. It's like a brain hack. Ask yourself a question. Let your brain go to work for you. You don't even have to do anything except ask the question. Like, so I have an upcoming event. Why is this event going to be the most magnificent experience that we've ever had, that I've ever had? Why are the ladies going to grow exponentially? Why is it going to be the most life-giving time why is the food going to be so magnificent? Why is the lodging? Why is the sisterhood going to grow? Why are women going to leave there with friends they never imagined that they had? Like, why are we going to laugh so hard? Right? Why are we going to make memories? Why are we going to grow extensively? Why are we going to celebrate, you know, each other so powerfully? Self-Love Queen's Adventure, September 21st through the 24th. If it's something you want to attend, then reach out. Let's make it happen. Because it is coming up. It's coming up rapidly. It's coming up fast. And Matthew 7:7 and 8, ask, seek, knock, my favorite. But thank you, Virginia. Thank you for that. Yes, 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 and yes. So this is your life, beloved. This is your life. So I'm inviting you all week long to go into the mirror, and ask yourself, what would it take for me to live my limitless life? Like, right for where I am. I don't care what has been. I don't care what you're facing. But what would it take for me to see life as limitless? Like, everything that is for you is for you. It's waiting for you to wake up to it. Must be there. All right, Rosetta. It's waiting for you to show up for it. It's waiting for you to believe for it. It is waiting for you to hope for it. It is waiting for you to think of possibilities for it. It's waiting for you. It is waiting for you. It is waiting for you. Do you see? Your limitless life is waiting for you to become, to believe, to hope, to know that what is for you is possible. your limitless life. You are amazing at this, y'all. When I looked at myself and evaluated what I love, it helped me grow. Healthy growth is the best in life when we can see our own self. I'm so excited for you, Erica. I am so super excited for you, Erica. Erica and I just did a marathon coaching experience, and it was phenomenal to watch you grow so rapidly. It really was. It was phenomenal to watch you grow so rapidly. And yes, yes, thank you, Erica. Thank you. I want to celebrate you for showing up for yourself. I want to celebrate you for being willing to take the journey. I want to celebrate you um, for believing enough in yourself and in me to trust me to have that experience with you. So I'm grateful for you, my dear. I'm grateful for you. So look, beloved, look, look. Rosetta, if you want to go to the adventure, reach out to me and let me know for real that you want to be there, and we'll make it happen. So because I am talking directly to you. I'm talking to all of us, right? I'm talking to all of us because God is Papa God is using me to speak right where you are, right where we are. Papa God is using me to speak right where we are. That's why Papa is using me to speak right where we are. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for being a yielded, available, ready vessel. And so I don't have to ever know what to talk about. Like, I don't know what to talk about until it's time for me to know what to talk about. And someone always receives tremendously from the conversations. And so I know it's not about me. And if you think about it, y'all, I've been doing these conversations since February the 20th, 2020. Every Monday through Friday morning. There's a whole bunch of them out there. So first of all, go to youtube.com, celebrating Erica's growth and journey. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, sis. So go to my YouTube channel. Like, these are out there. I mean, Facebook, they're on Facebook all the way back, right? And then on YouTube, since I've been doing it through StreamYard. So I want to remind you all that join the More Love Please. Let's celebrate Virginia for recently joining More Love Please. Let's honor her and celebrate her. Thank you for being a sponsor of the thank you for sponsoring For the Love of It episode. But that promotes or that supports the More Love Please movement. So the TV show supports the movement. And I appreciate each one of you all, how you show up. For those of you who show up to our live events, I'm so grateful. And we are better together. I just know that. I believe it. I live my life that way. I don't try to do anything by myself, because, first of all, I just have much more fun when I'm doing something with people, right? And I think it's just my family's legacy and what grandma provided for us. And like, we never lived alone, just our family. It was just always somebody else who either was family or became family. So I still live my life that way. I get new family all the time. All the time I get new family. I'm super duper excited about it. I'm never alone and never lonely. Why? I'm never alone and never lonely. Um, because Papa created me to be community. So I love that. Papa created me to be community. So I'm always with and in community. Always, right? Always. It's so weird. I had one weird experience, Erica. So I'm gonna tell this story right quick. It's so weird. I had a weird experience, and Erica, you were a part of it. I don't think I ever told you this story. Um, it was a horrible experience that I felt. I felt outside of community. So I have uh, our family kind of went through a weird thing when my mom passed, because everything was anchored like in her. Probably they experienced the same thing when our grandma passed, but I was 11, so I didn't, or 9 or something. Anyway, it was an Easter and nothing was settled. And my son must have been in school, because I would have made something happen for my house. But nothing was settled. And my sister wasn't doing Easter for the first time, and da da da. And a family member said that she was going to do it, and then at the last minute she didn't do it. And thank you, Rosetta. And then at the last minute she didn't do it, and so I'd had an invitation from a friend, but and I could have went to anybody's house in my church because that's my family, and could have went to anybody's house in my friends, because but no one would have ever invited me to a family event on a holiday, because everybody knew that my family always had something on, so no one would ever thought to invite me, even though I did have one and had turned it down because this particular family member said. And then at the last minute she didn't, and then she was like, so at any rate, I had picked up all this food that I was taking to her house because she was supposed to be cooking and da 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 da. Okay. So now I'm driving down 8 Mile on Easter with all this food I done picked up from Kroger that I'm trying to give to a homeless person, not even thinking that, like, what they gonna do with uncooked food. And I'm driving down there, and now I'm hungry. I want some food, so I go to this soul food restaurant. I got all these groceries in my car. Go to the soul food restaurant. I got some short ribs, some rice, some gravy, some cabbage, some yams. Get into the car, and the whole meal turns over in the car. Can you imagine what that looks like? Short ribs turned upside down in the car. So now I'm feeling even worse. So I'm feeling isolated. I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling bewildered. Like I don't even know what this life is like, because I've never not known connection. I've never not known belonging. I've never not known where I'm going to be on a holiday. Like I never had that experience. And so I'm feeling really sad and really disconnected. So I go to my home, and I see Erica, and I see the Horns, basically, which is my family extended, right? And they're over there, and all the kids, and they get ready to go in. And Erica's like, "Hey, Auntie, you coming over here with us?" I was like, "No." She's like, "No." I was like, "No, I'm getting ready to go home and get into bed." And she was like, "Why are you going home to get into bed?" I was like, I was feeling sad. And at that point, it felt like I wanted to be sad. So I was just like, "No, I'm just going to go home." I said, I'm not, something like I'm not doing well or something. I'm just going home and get you. So Auntie, I was like, I know. So I took them the groceries. It was perfect. I took them the groceries. I went on home and got into bed, and I could hear them. Like, I went and got to sleep because I was feeling really sad, but I went to sleep, and then when I woke up, I heard the kids across the street. I heard them, and they were playing. I was like, "Girl, get your butt upstairs. Get up and go over there and enjoy your Easter." So when I went over there, they were just, and when I say they were just not getting ready to eat, just not getting ready. It was so perfectly timed. So I just wanted to share that story, because you know what? Things may not go the way that you anticipated for them to go. But when you live a limitless life, you will leverage what is available. It might not look like what it is that you want. And so let me tell you what I resolved from there is that I would never do that. And there would never be an experience where people didn't have anywhere to go. And so I do Easter myself. So I always have Easter at my house, and we always have a crew that come. And my family, we have our individual things now, but at that point it was all collective at one place. And and so, and that's the way I prefer it to be. But it is what it is, and I love that we had what we had for so many years, because our family became an example for how other families could do it, and other families begin to model after us. And so I see them celebrate like we used to as one full unit. So I'm grateful for it. Like, I don't have any regrets. I don't have any qualms, and I'm actually grateful for that experience, because what it showed me is no matter what, that we don't have to be alone. We don't have to be isolated. We don't have to be lonely. It might not look like the way we are used to it looking like, or the way we expect it to look like. But if we make ourselves available, Papa is going to provide. All right, that was a long way to tell a lesson that I didn't even intend to tell. But since Eric was on the phone and on the line, I wanted to share it. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. Um, and so I make sure that you all join the More Love Please movement. Go to drcatherineejames.com. Go to the website. Click on the website. You'll see More Love Please right there. And oh yes, click on the website. You'll see More Love Please. And I love you. If no one, if know that I love you. You know, our tables are always set cooking for 60 Thanksgiving. Your breath, be Bessie and the crew. I know, you know, I'm gonna be around. You know, I'm gonna be hanging out. We all gonna be hanging out. I know, Brand. I know, and it's so weird. It's so weird because I knew that there's never any limit, but it was like I had never had that experience where I didn't know where I was going. And I had an invitation. I had never been to this person's house. I could have gone to her house, and but and I know it. Like I have such an amazing life and such amazing relationships, and like where I am right now is with family. Like I met Brina in middle school. I met, you know, and we've been besties, you know, ever since. And you know, I'm here with my godchildren and my grand goddaughter, um, and so my life is so filled with amazing love and belonging, and I meet new friends, new family all the time, all the time, all the time. That's available for you too, beloved. You don't have to be like lonely or isolated. A limitless life is to have belonging, to have safety, um, to have rich, healthy, life-giving relationships. That's available for you too. Thank y'all for being on. Thank you for celebrating with me. Thank you for going down these bunny trails and these amazing stories that Papa bring up. You know, it lands for someone. I just want to say I love you so much, and my love is growing more and more every day because I work on me loving me, which allows me to love you more. So go out into the world and love folk. Go out into the world and spread love. Go out into the world and touch someone like you don't ever know. Like that day, Erica was like, Auntie, like she was looking at me so bewildered because that's not how I generally show up. And for me to go say, no, I'm going home and getting to bed. And I was just like, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I knew that in that moment I was just in my feelings. So it wasn't anything anybody could have said to me that could have stopped it. I had to decide that I wasn't going to be sulking and in a place of feeling sorry for myself. And I had to decide that I wasn't going to stay in that place. And so I went on and went to bed. And when I woke up, you know, I heard the kids through the window. They was outside playing and laughing. And when I went over there, it was perfectly time to go celebrate Easter with family. There's a ram in the bush for you. It may not look like it has looked. It may not look like you want it to, but it is available for you. I love you, beloved. I love you so tremendously, so expansively. You are uh, an amazing soul. So at the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished, we gave up the right to not be amazing. You and I simply don't have the right to not be amazing. So I thank you for how you are, for how you show up. Thank you for joining with me, and join the movement, the Queen's Adventure. And Friday will be a replay. Okay. And if any of you are looking for one-to-one coaching, reach out to me. I am taking on a few new clients, just a couple. And I know, right, right. And I'll see you soon. Let me show y'all the ocean. It's the ocean, y'all. It's the ocean. So every morning we're gonna end our lives with the ocean. Can you hear it? It's a house next door to us. House next door to us. All righty. All right. I love you all. Thank you, Erica. I will see you all next time. Bye bye.